All right, now we're back. So we got a microphone. So I bought a microphone today, just to make sure I'm able to record audio properly when I do my pulls, and also for times like this. So I'm just sitting in the car right on my way to Charlotte, and I had turned the music off just to ride and listen. First of all, to listen for like any issues with my car because I'm very paranoid when I'm driving long distance. I feel like every little bump is like, yo, is that my tire? Is that my engine? Is that my like? Did something fall off? Like, and it's a 2022, so there's nothing wrong with it. But because I am a woman who depends on, come on, man, put my phone on do not disturb later on today. Because I'm a woman who has to do everything pretty much by herself when shit has to get done. I would rather know that something's wrong and be able to fix it than to be taken by surprise. You know what I mean? Anyway, I said all that. I'm gonna try my best not to do. Nope, I'm not gonna say that because it's gonna happen. To like veer off and other shit because it's gonna happen. But that's why I had to put this on at least audio because I know like my brain was like doing all this. You know that meme where it's like a bunch of computations. Is that the word? A bunch of computing in my head. And I was like, yeah, all these thoughts, get them out so later maybe they might make sense or something else, right? But I don't know why it hit me that I was doing the poll I did earlier was about how some shit is going to fail, even though you want it to be successful, and it has to because that's going to teach you how to do things better, and the next time around, right? And I always tend to think that the polls that I do not relate to me because I can never find the relation, especially when it comes to like some love reading type shit. Because so, so when that one came up and it was about, see what I mean? You hear that? But there's nothing wrong with the car. It's the road. It's a brand new paved, I guess, highway, right? And the grooves in the concrete, the tar, the grooves in the fucking road, right, are just weird. So anyway, um, so okay, so this one is not about love, like specifically about love. So maybe I can pull from whatever the energy was trying to let be known. And I'm like, so what else is going to fail for me that I have to pull back up out of? Because what the fuck? Yeah. And I'm like, the only lesson that could, well, not the last. I won't say that won't be the last. Cause I'm sure if shit gonna go wrong, it's gonna come in boom, boom, boom. So let me not even put that out there like that. But no, I was thinking like people's situations when it comes to shit falling down and you get to the point where you just want to give up. It's crazy that some people never want to see past the point of like this can't always be how it is, right? Uh, True story. My husband, when he took his life, he had quit his job because he was in this whole. It was a depressive funk. That is a bright pink fucking car. Not even Avon pink, but like I'm sorry. Anyway, he had quit his job because he was tired of working with the people there because it was a bunch of not us, and they were pushing him to a point of like either he gonna have to quit or he gonna have a new home that had four concrete walls and one bed and a toilet, right? So he quit his job, and then after that, without money, it's hard to find another job. Even though he was a veteran, they weren't doing shit to really help him at all. So he was still looking for a job, like back to back to back. But then he got into this thing where he just, I guess because there's so many rejections, he just kind of slowly gave up to the point that all I knew he was doing was drinking, smoking, hanging out with people, and I had offered. Oh, so after, when he was doing that, he had lost the house we were living in that he put me out of, which is fine. Shit happens for a reason. Um, so it was. Like during that time, from the time that I moved out until the time that he took his life, it was never like it's never gonna not work again. You know, because I wanted him to get back on his feet and get back to that. Because I know his ego was hurt when he became homeless. I offered plenty of times, like, oh, you can come stay with me because you still my husband. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't gotta be in the same bed. We ain't gotta be playing house. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch you be homeless. Like, you can come live with me in the apartment. But I realize that he is a man, and men and your egos. Something about y'all accepting help from a woman, especially if you did some shit that was like, yo, what the fuck? I understood that part of it, right? So I didn't push him too hard. But when he wanted to come stay over, he would do silly shit like, can I come take a shower and have something to eat? Yes, you can, nigga. When you get there to cook, can I have some too? Because I miss your cooking. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm talking about? Like, I didn't hate the dude. Did not hate him. I did not hate him. So when we was talking about actually like trying to work back on us, this was in February of 2023. We were being cordial, having conversations. He would come and spend days on there with me, like my best friend again. Love that for us. Then of course, people getting their feelings about shit. Like I said, if you ever come for me, it's because you got some shit you got to work on. I'm not your problem. I promise you, I'm not your problem. So he decided he's gonna go ahead and, instead of spending time like he decided to go ahead and just go back to living in hotels when he could get the money. And there were times I did give him money for that when I could, because I was doing good as far as like financial. I was doing real good. When I would cook, I would tell him come get something to eat. Trying to help him. Like, I know this, you in a tough spot right now. I'm not gonna keep begging you for you keep saying no, because I know that your ego was like punching the shit out you right now. So figure that shit out. Let me know what you need. I'm still here to help. And then it was like August. He was like, he just kept going to this thing where he can't make it. He's not gonna be able to do it. So he actually had some job interviews, and he was in good spirits and shit. I was like, yeah, here we go. I told you. You can even check on his Facebook. I literally says, I told you, love. Like, just give it time. Shit works out because it's supposed to. You just gotta keep the positivity. You get the positivity. But there was a couple interviews that went where he didn't get it, and that shit brought him back down. And he got to the point where he didn't want to do it no more. I said, well, you shouldn't do that, because when you give up, when you give up, the universe gives up. Like, it's not going to want to keep helping you if you don't want to put in the work. And then next thing you know, he's not here no more. And what's crazy, I say all that to say that a week after his body was put into the fire, there were 3 calls to my phone asking for Isaac so that they could hire him. Not interviews. Maybe because he already went on interviews. But not interviews. They wanted to hire him. And I had to tell them he's no longer here. That's what I'm talking about. Just that how do you, well, I understand how you can. I know how it can happen, but how do you just give up on yourself? Like, you're all you have at the end of the day. So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, 3 jobs. 3 jobs. I've never had somebody call me and say they want to hire me. They want to interview me. But to say, hey, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But that's life. That's life. I love that song. Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking about like what if I'm going to take that pull that I did today, what do I take out of it? Like, what am I supposed to, the first thing was to say that if you want to try something, to do it, right? But then the tower came out. It's like, yeah, you can try it, but it's going to fail. And what I said in the reading was like, even though it might fail, still do it. Only way to find out is to do it. If you don't do it, then nobody's gonna know if it's gonna work. And even if it doesn't work, you figure out what you did wrong and you fix it the next time. Get that shit together. You know what I mean? Like, that's so That's all I want to say about that right there, because that's one that pull was in my head real heavy while I was driving in silence. Yeah. So I'm trying not to manifest anything that's going to go wrong that I would like to try, because I'm currently working on not perfecting, because I am a perfectionist, not perfecting, but making my polls a little more interesting, a little more in depth, instead of just going off of the card's face value. And I think it's because I'm doing them so general that I don't get to go too deep. Because I follow some readers, they be in my business, and I'm like, how y'all doing that? And maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe that's not. So, but when I do give personal polls in person, I can grab that extra information that makes the poll a little bit more a little more detailed, and there's more that I can let you know about what I'm feeling or seeing or picking up. So I've been working on on my channel. I'm working on different intros, because not every reading is going to be. Where am I going? This way. Okay, sorry. So not every reading is going to be right. Charlotte is going to need the energy of the first introduction I made. Some just need to be lighthearted, or like a good intro, or just something. Just I don't know. I'm trying to do different things, so I'm not so stuck in one. And plus, it gives me a chance to learn how to use my Mac for more than just watching movies and surfing the web. I have actual apps on my computer that I can learn how to use. I've always wanted a Mac. Now I got a Mac. Use the fucking Mac. All right, we finna hit this. This 4-lane traffic. This is my favorite part of it. I get to go. That 65 was killing me, bro. I don't know if y'all know it, but I love to drive. And that's another thing I was thinking about too. Like, the job I have now, so grateful that I have it. I appreciate that I have income coming in. But the income that is providing is, one, not what I'm used to, not what I expected. The job itself is easy as hell, but they do this thing called mandatory overtime, and that shit will wear you down. It'll wear you down to the point where I'm like, okay, I need another job. So while I'm doing that, it's hard to do that because I still have to work. So to go for an interview, and I work from 10 to 6:30, so it's a whole fucking day. So if somebody doesn't call me for an interview before 10 o'clock, and if you know on the side to interview me, then I'm like, well, I can't do that. So I say that to say that I've been considering being a truck driver, because my father was a truck driver, and our plan was I would get my license and ride with him. But then he got sick, then he passed away, and then I was like, yeah, fuck a truck. Fuck a truck. So now I get to drive. When I do get to drive, I'm ready to go. So yeah, I reached out to a trucking company. They stay on me. They send me messages, and I get phone calls like so and so, checking back up on you, see if you're still interested. I'm like, yeah. And then they got this program that I qualify for where they pay for the schooling. I'm like, yeah. But then I'm like, if I do that, I got my grandson, my 2 daughters are still here. I'm gonna be gone. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But damn. So choices, decisions. Then I'm gonna miss my home. I'm gonna miss my space. Because even though I hate where I live a lot, I love my environment, the way I made it I don't even like to call it home. The way I made it comfortable for me, like it gets me through. But I've been considering real hard just packing all my shit, put up in storage, and find something else to do. If I gotta get like an RV or something, or a camper, just to get the fuck on, I wouldn't even be mad at that. But then I gotta make sure I got money to keep gas in the camper so I can get where I'm going. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You gotta pay for the goddamn camper. That's gonna be money. Like just $4 million me. That's it. I gotta buy my daughters a house. They can live there. When I'm off the road, I come visit them. When they want to go see the country, they can get in the RV with me and we just out. I bring them back. They finish living their life again. You know what I mean? Shit like I want to be that grandmother. I want to be on the road, my RV, and in the back is my little Kia, just tugging along. So when I get to a new city, we exploring. Make that a whole week trip, bring them back, shit like that. But nope. You got to work to get that, and you got to find the right job to get that. And to get the right job, you got to get all this schooling, which costs money. You know, it's like this. It's a ridiculous cycle of what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I feel like I'm supposed to have been born rich or something, or an inheritance from a great great ancestor who said, "Yo, I want my first child's son's daughter to inherit everything that we have, land, this house, and I wanted to be just tax free. They could just live on it. I wanted to come with insurance, so anything happens, it gets fixed out, not out their pocket." Like that kind of, I'm manifesting that for my next life. Like, manifest that shit. That's what I need. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to get. Because to do this again as a human in the United States of America, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Then the ones who do actually get it, they're either not happy, or they wasted, or they do dumb shit. Like, what do you? Why? Give it to me then. Let me show you how you're supposed to do that. Let me show you what $1 million can get me. Just $1 million. Let me show you. Give me 500,000. I'm gonna show you how to look like you just won every lottery for the last 2 years. I'm not expensive. I don't need fancy shit. If you see me, I'm always wearing some sweatpants, some sneakers, maybe some Crocs, a t-shirt, and there's always gonna be some graphic tee, and if it's not a graphic tee, it's a wife beater. I don't need no fancy shit. I don't even like fancy shit. Fancy shit make me nervous. Most expensive accessory I have is my gun. It's my gun. Everything else is go $15 bracelet somewhere. I don't need expensive shit. I don't like expensive shit. Here we go. Everybody's out on a Saturday after Christmas, either heading back home or there's a lot of not Carolina tags out here exploring the views and shit. It is a nice day though. It's 76 degrees in December. So that's all I'm gonna keep for that one. That's what, 18 and a half minutes. I probably got more to talk about. I still got an hour and 15 to go. So yeah.